Studio classes to your home, up to 14 live rides a day. Learn more about the Peloton bike, onepeloton.com. Visit the local showroom, their local showroom. It's so funny.
Already restless.
One of the criticisms of my show
Kevin
is,
Durant's
Colin,
not
you just talk
struggling
about
with
Brady
opponents
during
now.
the football
They'll
season
win
way
the
too
third
much.
straight championship. Kevin Durant
Well, I mean,
struggling with
does Fox
Kevin
News
Durant.
feel
That's why he's
guilty
on
about talking
Twitter
about
and
Trump?
Instagram
Does
and burner
MSNBC?
accounts.
If you don't
He's
talk about
struggling
Tom
with
Brady
Kevin
every day
Durant.
in your show during the
This
football
happens in
season,
and out
you're
of
a
sports.
dope.
Elvis
He's
was
going
the
to his
biggest
ninth
star in
Super Bowl.
America.
He's the greatest player in the history
He
of the
became
league.
Fat Elvis.
You don't think I should talk
Drugs
about
Elvis.
LeBron and the Golden State War? Should I break down
Michael
tennis?
Jackson
That's
got
what they're doing
weird.
at the other network today.
Bill Clinton,
You can knock yourself
most
out with tennis
powerful
talk.
political figure in the world.
So
Monica.
There's an old
Mike
saying.
Tyson. Personal
Athletes
demons,
want to be rock
similarly,
stars.
Whitney Houston.
And
It's
rock stars
hard.
want to be athletes.
Because once
Actors want to be athletes.
once
Athletes want to
you
be,
become an
Jamie
iconic
Foxx. They want to be,
American
actors.
Sports,
And I think a
entertainment,
lot of times with
political icon.
NFL players,
You're not just
NFL's
battling
easily the most popular
others.
sport in the world.
Kevin Durant.
They look
beating
at all the money
teams isn't hard.
the hip hop star can make, or the actor can
Staying
make, or the
disciplined,
NBA
staying
star
present,
can make.
staying in the moment.
And they say
Convincing
our league
yourself
is way
really
more
really
popular.
difficult. Tiger couldn't
NFL
handle
guys
it.
look at NBA guys and
MJ
go,
needed
"What?"
a break.
I mean,
Clinton
the
couldn't
Pro
handle
Bowl
it. Elvis couldn't
is more
handle
popular
it.
than NBA
Lance Armstrong
playoff
couldn't
games.
handle it.
And we don't even like
They
the
had
Pro Bowl.
everything.
How do we not get
The
paid?
money, the trophies, the fawning,
Well, you
the
shouldn't.
legacy, the women, the
And
wives.
here's
the
another
girlfriend.
reason why.
They had all of it.
Antonio Brown
And here's
may be the
Tom
best,
Brady.
most athletic player in the National
41,
Football League.
ninth
He's on the
Super
market.
Bowl,
Anybody want him?
$800 million
It's a passing
net worth.
league now.
Supermodel.
As Joy and I have
wife.
talked about the last 6 months, it's become a
He's going
passing
nowhere.
league.
And he has
Nobody's
convinced himself.
interested. According
He
to a
is
report
so
this morning,
strong
Steelers haven't gotten much
emotionally.
interest in
He has
Antonio
convinced
Brown.
himself.
You ever watched Antonio Brown play?
Nobody
I mean, if he was an
believes in
NBA
me.
player,
Nobody.
you could make an
believes in
argument he's
us.
James Harden. He's unstoppable.
And buy-in.
Nobody's
is
interested.
An incredibly powerful
For
thing.
a lot of reasons,
You can be
is
cynical at Tony
predictable.
Robbins, and
the
you can
current
be
dynasty in a
cynical of Brady.
copycat league, New England
But in
proves
both
even
instances,
Tom Brady should take a pay cut.
It
the
works.
system's bigger than the player.
Coming up next,
I mean, Aaron Rodgers,
one of the
if
biggest
Green
stars
Bay
in
2 years
American
ago,
sports.
not Kansas City, had said,
He's
let's draft Patrick
fantastic.
Mahomes.
and
How valuable
nobody
this morning would Aaron
apparently
Rodgers,
wants him.
35 years old and brittle, be?
That's coming up.
Not
When
very.
it comes to meat, quality
NFL
matters.
is mostly a
Okay?
coaching sport. The final
That's
4 coaches
why
this year,
My family and I are
Andy
now into
Reid,
Butcher Box.
Sean Payton,
It's
Sean
delivered to your
McVay,
door every month.
Bill Belichick, probably the 4
Their
best
meat's
coaches in
guaranteed.
football.
Humanely
The
raised.
NBA
No
is more about
hormones
collecting
ever.
2 or 3 stars.
Butcher Box
You don't
beef,
need depth.
grass-fed,
Golden State has
grass-fed.
no bench.
Chicken's organic, range.
They've never had a team with less of a bench.
Quality
It will not
impossible
matter.
to find in stores.
Half of the
And it
NBA
comes
possessions,
at a
if you think
competitive
about
price.
it, aren't even plays.
Free shipping.
Half the time the
So
team
you can
comes
get a
down,
month's worth
score
of
the ball.
delicious meat from
In the
Butcher
NFL,
Box
choreography
for less
every
than $6
offensive play
a meal. They ship it to you for
has
free.
to be designed
Announcing
and
their brand
run
new
perfectly.
protein, wild
Move your
Alaskan
left hand
sockeye
as a
salmon.
right
Had
guard.
that
It's an
Sunday night.
offsides penalty.
For a limited time, Butcher
Listen,
Box
in the
is offering
NBA,
my listeners
David
2
Blatt
pounds of a wild Alaskan
Has been to a
sockeye
finals.
salmon, $20
They were a number
off
1 seed in the
off your
East.
first
Star
box.
wanted him out.
All
He's
you have to
gone.
do is sign up, butcherbox.com.
Antonio Brown, with a coach many people think is sort of kind of a
$20
little bit
off.
underachieving.
Butcherbox.com.
Mike Tomlin says, get him out of here. One of the reasons I think the NFL is so popular in America
Skechers Work Footwear knows
is that
safety starts with enhanced grip rubber
you don't
technology.
become
Our
beholden
water stain-resistant
and
uppers are
captive
perfect for
to
keeping
the
feet
whims,
dry. With
needs,
air-cooled
and sometimes
memory foam
egos
insoles and
of a
available
27-year-old
in
kid.
wide-fit sizes. Nobody
I remember when
else
I was
will do
27
like
years old.
Skechers.
I was just not ready to make $100 million and be a star.
The moment you realize your
And
half
when I
bath
look
needs your
around
full
at
attention.
Antonio
At Lowe's,
Brown,
we'll help you turn
the
the bath
Cowboys
you have
dumped
into the
Dez,
one you've always wanted.
went back to the
Refresh for
playoffs.
less at Lowe's and get up to
New England got rid of
35%
Randy
off
Moss.
bath faucets.
Been to 4 Super
Hey, man,
Bowls,
can I
won
get
half
a
of them.
pound of the flank,
Seattle
a pound of the ground
moved
sirloin,
off Richard
and
Sherman.
a ribeye.
Hey, I thought you were
Had a surprisingly
Yeah,
good
man.
year. In the NFL,
I'm
man,
flexible.
you got to beware
And give me just
and
some
be
of that
very
surprise.
careful about what you think
The only thing
you're
better than
worth.
this bourbon.
Antonio Brown
The friends
feels
you
like
share
James
with.
Harden, kind of an unstoppable force.
Jim Beam
But if he,
World's highest
you
rated
literally have to
bourbon.
put 2
Their words,
people on him.
not ours.
Jacksonville tried that a couple years ago in the playoff game. It still didn't matter.
Different than delivery?
On the market, passing lead,
Bake it
receiver
fresh in its
lead.
own pan, giving our DiGiorno
Not
pizza
many
a crispy
people are
caramelized
interested.
crust.
NFL
It's
players.
not delivery, it's
You're not
DiGiorno.
worth as much as NBA
Mom,
players.
He's blinking too loud.
Sorry,
You're
is that too loud?
not worth
You
as
don't
much as
need any more
Robert
hormones
Downey
in your
Jr.,
house.
who's doing
That's why you chose Kraft Natural
Iron
Cheese,
Man.
made with fresh
You're
milk
not
without
worth as
the
much
added
as that
hormone
star
RBST.
It's cheese.
Drake,
as it
who
should be.
single-handedly goes on stage, and we can't take our eyes off it. Football's about coaching, choreography, and system. And if you think you're really, really valuable, no trade offers for an absolutely transcendent, remarkably gifted player, Antonio Brown. Joy Taylor with the news.
No.
Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
So, ESPN's Seth Wickersham dropped a lengthy feature on the state of the Browns franchise this morning. The report details the heated meeting in which owner Jimmy Haslam and GM John Dorsey told Hugh Jackson that he was fired. It did not go over well, according to Wickersham. Jimmy Haslam and John Dorsey entered Jackson's office and told him the team was going to move in a different direction. Jackson asked why he was being fired, and the team quit on you, was what Dorsey replied. Get the bleep out of my office,
that's
is
not
what
good.
Something for
Hugh
everyone.
Jackson
Golden
allegedly
Corral.
said in the meeting.
Let's talk about the
Hugh
wings.
Jackson went
They're
3-36
sweet,
as
spicy,
Cleveland's
even
head
boneless.
coach before
Get
being
as much as
fired
you
on
want.
October
One
29th, and then they went on to
It's
close the season
Wingfest.
5-3.
For a limited time.
Baker
Only at
Mayfield
Golden
broke the rookie
Corral.
record for 27 touchdowns in the season and is being considered for Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now Freddie Kitchens is the new head coach of the Browns. This is not the best report you want to have come out after you
No, I mean, the knock on Hugh has always been, Jason Whitlock calls him hubris, Jackson, is that there's a little ego with Hugh. I always thought, I think I told you this, Troy, I think Hugh would be a huge college football success. I think he could, good-looking guy, big personality, would go on the road, walk into the living room. He'd be a great recruiter. And I think he really does know offense. There's no question. Hugh knows offense. He's helped a lot of quarterbacks. But this thing here was, I think you had, between Haley and Hugh Jackson, you had kind of combustible personalities with a chaotic franchise, and it was just never meant to be. And then you brought in Baker, who they had to make that puppy work. And that was one of those instances where the rookie quarterback had a little bit more leverage than the coach, who had gone 0-16 and 1-32.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes the
I think
culture
certain
changes.
personalities are just better catered for
And it moves away from our
college football.
strengths. Yeah.
Nick Saban, I think,
Or it
is a
moves-
good example of that.
authoritarian.
All-time great.
Yes. I hear a lot of
college
talk about
football
Tom
coach,
Brady
but it didn't work in the
retiring, and it's
NFL
gonna
because
happen, right? He's
certain
getting
people just
older and
you're dealing with a different. You're dealing
rings,
with
titles.
men,
But I want
and
you
you're
to think
dealing
about
with
kids. There was a talk show host still
in
is
college
named
football, and that's no
Stephen Colbert. He was
disrespect to college
dying at
football players,
CBS
who I'm sure
bombing. They were gonna pull him off the air.
like
He'd
they
been
are
on about
men,
6
but
to 8 months to
you
show
don't have
ratings were in the
mortgages,
tank.
you don't have
He was too
families,
old and
you're not making
political.
millions of
That's
dollars.
what Kids are
on a
more
show.
willing to take your word for it.
Well, it's
Then Trump
it's
got
also
the
just
White House
an
and the
entirely
American
different
culture
environment in
changed.
college. Like
And
it's
it
it's
moved
more about
right into
it's more about
Stephen
the
Colbert's
coach in
wheelhouse.
college, and it's about the
The
brands
American
and the
heroes in football
players
for so
in the
many
NFL.
years
And
were
then
guys like
sometimes
Joe
that balance
Namath
is
and
just
Terry
too tough to reach.
Bradshaw.
So after hitting the free
Brett
agent market this
Favre,
March, Cowboys
gunslingers
receiver
who
Cole
made
Beasley
big
suggested the
mistakes
team
but
front
have
office
powerful
dictates
arms.
where
The
passes
sport
or not
of
after
football
ahead
has
of. I'm sorry,
moved
dictates where
toward
passes
Tom
are
Brady
thrown.
and,
And
for that
yesterday,
matter,
Stephen
Drew
Jones
Brees.
brushed aside that notion during
It is
an
now
appearance
a
on the Rich
three-step
Eisen
drop.
show.
Get it out
I would
quick.
hope that's just his
Bubble
frustration,
screen.
but certainly
Accuracy.
not at all the case.
Precision.
I mean, we
The
don't
culture
get
of football
involved in that.
is
You know, the
moving
only thing
toward
we ever
that.
do is decide to say
Arms,
we're going to pay players a
wildly
lot of money, or we're going
overrated.
to
Brees
trade
no
for
longer
players
throws
and give up
downfield.
big picks, so that we would never
Tom
dictate
Brady doesn't have a
where
deep
balls
threat.
go or things of that nature in
Defensive
terms
lines
of the
can't
game
get to
plan
Brady,
and getting
and they can't
involved
get to
with
Brees.
what our coaching
Because it's a
staff does to get
three-step
ready to
and
play
get it
ball
out
games.
lead.
And certainly of all people, Cole's
It's
always
lengthening
involved in
Tom's
getting
career.
balls and getting catches.
I watched that game
I
against
mean,
the Chargers.
most of this is
Forget the
probably
Kansas City
because
game.
his targets
Are you
dipped
kidding
from
me?
6.14 per game
It
to
wasn't competitive.
4.45
It was
per game
3.57
after
and a half.
the acquisition of Amari
And I said,
Cooper.
yeah, Amari
which
Cooper became this-
elevated the entire
Why
team.
in God's name?
I
And Cole Beasley
in the new
is a
NFL,
valuable
would he
piece. I think
retire?
slot receivers really matter,
Professionally,
but once Amari
sometimes
showed
it
up,
all
it's
moves
like,
away
let's get
from him.
Amari into this
Sometimes it
offense
all
big
moves
time.
Which
toward
is,
you.
it's inevitable. Cole
It's
did
moved
tweet
forward,
yesterday,
Tom.
some
He's
are
not
misunderstanding my point. Every team's game plan in pro sports is dictated by the front office. Big free agent additions, high draft
Peloton's
picks,
game-changing
etc. are
indoor
going to get the
cycling
most
bike. Brings the
opportunities.
energy alive
I'm not
studio
mad at that.
classes
I
to
just
your
want to help my
home.
team
Up to 14
win.
live ride today.
All good
Learn more
players
about
want to
Pelton
rock.
Bike.
That's true, but if you
OnePelton.com,
come out
visit the
and
local
say that the
showroom,
front
their
office
local
dictates who
showroom.
gets the ball, you're basically implying that they
Yeah, it's so
are
funny.
literally
One
saying
of the
you have
criticisms
to
of
throw
my
the ball
show is,
to
Colin,
Amari
you
Cooper.
just That's what it sounded like he said to me
He's
yesterday.
the first
Way
round
too much.
draft pick. Like
Well, I
you
mean,
can kind of
does
backpedal
Fox
off it now because
News
it seems
feel
like he's
guilty
putting them in a
about
bad
talking about
position,
Trump?
but
Does MSNBC?
really,
If you don't talk about Tom Brady every day in your show,
because it is
during the
Jerry
football
Jones,
season, you're a
and he does
dope.
run every aspect
You go to
of
his
it.
ninth Super
It's
Bowl.
not,
He's the greatest
it's
player in the
not
history of the league.
so far
You
fetched
don't
for
think
me
you
to
should talk
believe that
about
an owner doesn't come
LeBron,
down
the
like,
Golden
hey,
State
you know, who
Should I break down
seems like
tennis?
this guy
That's what
paying a
they're
lot of
doing
money
at the
isn't getting all
network
the getting all the passes.
Knock yourself out with tennis.
Yeah,
talk.
I don't buy it. But I think there have been situations where owners
Athletes wanna
meddle.
be
Steinbrenner in
rock
baseball
stars.
was telling people what to do. Like
And rock
it's not.
stars want to be athletes.
It's not unheard of.
No, there's
I don't
NBA owners.
really think it's happening here, but it's not unheard
Jamie
of.
Foxx.
And
They wanna
finally,
be,
you were just talking about
actors.
Antonio Brown. The
And I
Steelers
think
have
a
apparently
lot of
realized
times with
they might
NFL
still need
players,
Antonio Brown,
NFL is
especially
easily the
because
most popular
trading
sport in the
a
world.
player of his
They
caliber at
look-
$21.1 million
and all the
at
money,
a cap hit
the
seems like
hip-hop
a
star
tough
can make, or
move.
the actor can
Marquise
make, or the
Pouncey said earlier
NBA
this week
star
that
can make.
he thought the relationship
And they
between the
say
team and Brown
our league
could
is
be mended.
way,
And
way
now
more
our
popular.
owner Art Rooney said weeks ago
NFL
that
guys
he
look at
couldn't
NBA guys
envision
and go,
Brown being with the
"What?"
Steelers by training camp,
I mean,
but he
at the
said
Pro
yesterday
Bowl
there are a lot of
is more
factors that we
popular
could
than
take
NBA
account
playoff
on
game.
it. We'd have to sit
We
down
don't
with
even like
Antonio
the
and
Pro
understand
Bowl.
where he
How
is
do
and
we
make
not
sure he
get
understands
paid?
where we are. There's some work to do before we
shouldn't.
figure that out.
And here's
I
another
have
reason
said
why.
I do think that it is
Antonio
still a
Brown,
possibility
maybe
they
the
all
best,
get in a
most
room and
athletic
sort it
player in
out.
national football.
Le'Veon,
He's on the market. Anybody
Le'Veon
want
Bell
him?
is the one
It's a
player to me
passing
of their
league
two
now.
stars that
Joey and I have talked about the last 6
I know
months.
there's this
It's
like
become a
narrative now
passing
that
league.
running backs, you don't need a big running back,
Nobody's
but it should be noted
interested.
that Todd
According to a report
Gurley
this
and
morning,
Zeke
Steelers
have
haven't gotten
absolutely
interest
helped
in
shape
Antonio Brown.
Dak and
You ever
Jared
watched
Goff.
Antonio Brown play?
So let's not make
mean,
it that
if
running
he
backs
was
don't
an
matter.
NBA player,
No, they do. By the way, Andrew Luck
you can make an
finally as a
argument.
running
He's
back.
James Harden.
Marlon Mack.
He's unstoppable.
Andrew Luck had a great year.
Look
Nobody's
what
interested.
Sonny Michel has done for the Patriots.
There's no, and by the
For
way,
a lot of
I thought the
reasons,
Chiefs were better
this
when
is
Kareem
predictable.
Hunt was around. I don't
the
dynasty
Chiefs
in a
felt
copycat league.
unstoppable
New
with
England
Kareem Hunt.
proved. Okay, so
Even
this
Tom
idea
Brady
that
should
star
take a pay
running
cut.
backs don't matter.
The
I
system
would pass on
figured
Antonio
that the player.
Brown if I was a
I
GM.
mean, Aaron Rodgers.
If I'm the
Green
Jets,
Bay 2 years ago,
Le'Veon Bell
not
was
Kansas City.
an